This video is brought to you by your support on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/grouchygus94 to help support the channel. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. This is my cousin Alex.
I wore my Christmas shirt to get into the mood.
In
That'd
honor
be
of the
appropriate.
what is that song at the beginning of the movie?
Oh my gosh,
It
that
just I love that song.
that song was good. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I watched it,
What even
but
is Christmas? Or Christmas
yeah,
is here?
it's basically it's like a rock Christmas song, which is good. It's always good, and it's just like trying to describe what Christmas is. And it's probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, that was perfect. And apparently that's just like a band that what's the director? James Gunn. It's like a friend of his that runs that band.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it's
That's
not even like
hilarious.
a really popular thing. I don't know what Christmas is, but Christmas time is here. So, yeah. All right, Alex, what did you think of the movie? I guess we're going to go kind of give you our spoiler-free thoughts and then go into the spoilers because I know this movie's already been out for a couple weeks at this point.
It's not a good movie. I think it was kind of a waste of their time, waste of like the acting's fine. It's top tier actors doing good job acting, but the story wasn't that great. It's basically just every Christmas story ever and stuff. It didn't add to the character. It like wasn't care like it wasn't even like a just like it wasn't even like a fun little um distraction or anything. Like they could have just come out with a better Christmas movie. I don't know why they had to take the Guardians of the Galaxy in it, you know?
Yeah, so we're kind of coming at this from two different angles because everything I liked about it is kind of like what you didn't like, because it is what you said, like it's very just generic Christmas movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. The main guys are, they have the whole cast in at the beginning, and then it focuses mainly on Mantis and Drax, which
Yes.
you could totally. It was
I
fine.
think all right, so here's my problem with it being focused on Mantis and Drax. They're basically the joke is basically the same. They don't fully they talk funny, and two, they don't fully comprehend
Yeah,
scenarios.
they're
So
totally
you
fish out
have
of water.
they're both though. So like I always personally think the best kind of comedy or whatever, like for that is like you have to have someone that's silly. We also have to have the straight man that recognizes that the situation is funny
Right.
or that situation is silly. Um, so like they just don't pair off. They don't work well together. I don't think on their own because they're both just ridiculous.
Yeah,
They're
for
both fish out of waters.
for me watching this movie, my impression was James Gunn wanted to make a stupid holiday movie, so that's what he made. So and then
That is what he made.
it's just a stupid holiday movie. The characters are like totally they're fine. They're like it's Mantis and Drax. They do the same thing they do throughout the whole movie, and they're the main characters pretty much. So
Right.
it was fine. I watched it with Brooke. She was entertained. I laughed a couple times. It's what I expected. I didn't think it would be much more than that, but you could really kind of feel like it was. They wanted it to be a cheaper movie, so they didn't have everyone in through the whole thing. Just a little bit at the beginning and a little bit at the end, and otherwise you
Yeah.
just follow these
I
two jokers.
it I watched it all the way through. It's not 100% garbage. Like I just don't think it's something I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch the holiday special. You
Yeah.
know, like it's not. It's fine. It was a. I'm just wondering how much did Disney spend on it for. It's not a great movie.
So before we get into spoilers, what would you give this?
4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Like it's like either average or just below average.
So 5 out of 5. Like, what would you give it out of 5?
Out of five,
Keep it
two.
easy. 2 out of 5. Okay.
2 out of 5.
I'd maybe give it a 3. Because like 5 would be like an end game great. 4 would be, maybe some of these phase 4 misses that we've been getting. I was fine with this. It could have been better, but
I think it could have been a lot better.
yeah,
And
it
I
could.
think
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it did what it wanted to find, but I guess now we can get more into the spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, tune away. There's not a lot of spoilers to be had, so we're gonna just ruin the whole movie for you. So I
all
think
right,
most of the budget probably went to getting Kevin Bacon. I would assume, right?
probably.
You
And
know,
I don't even- Kevin. I hated. Let's just start in order. Let's just go from the beginning of the movie. We'll work our way through
Yep.
and talk about it. All right. So the beginning of the movie, best part of the movie is Chris Pratt walks up and they meet a band and it's like, hey, it's around Christmas time and we heard about all these traditions, and then they do this song where they don't like these aliens don't quite understand it. I think one of the lyrics is like a man breaks into your house and eats your
Yeah.
food.
Why does he
And
shoot
if you
missiles at your toes?
Yeah, yeah. So fast forward the movie is the music. I thought that was a good song, and I'll probably listen to it again closer to Christmas. But then um, Mantis wants Drax to have a happy Christmas because he heard from someone else. She heard from someone else that um Mary Poppins, I forgot his name.
Oh,
Yondu.
yeah.
Yondu, yeah, that Yondu wrecked Christmas for him and he hasn't been able to celebrate it since. And honestly, I thought that was a better Christmas story. Like that when they did that side animation
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, hey, I got you gifts and stuff." And then Yondu later sees his gift in the trash and then leaves a gift for Star-Lord. That was boom.
Yeah.
5 minutes. They should have just made a Guardians of the Galaxy short, 5 minutes short. That's the movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it was kind of funny. He's like, I hate Christmas. You're not giving me any. It throws it away. Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, I think
um, so
so.
yeah, so sorry, go ahead. You go ahead.
So they were saying that they wanted to have Christmas for Peter to kind of make up for it.
Right.
And then what happens after that?
They go to Earth to get the mighty hero Kevin Bacon from Footloose.
Yeah.
And so when they get to Earth, it's a whole thing. They get drunk. They get cash for getting their pictures taken with just people because people think that they're costumed actors or to get their picture taken and stuff. So they get a bunch of money, get drunk. That was I didn't find it that funny. Like the joke is Drax beats up a GoBot because apparently GoBots are real and he lost family to a GoBot.
Yeah, that was so stupid. He's just punching the robot over and over again. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. They make them seem so much. They're not dumb people though. They know how society works.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they're confused by how money works, how they don't know how to track down Kevin Bacon or all that stuff. And then they find out that Kevin Bacon isn't a warrior or a hero. He is actually an actor.
Yeah.
And then they freak out. They're like, actors are like, they went too far with that joke. They
He's
went on and on about,
disgusting. He's an actor. Oh, God.
Yeah. Actors are the worst. I was like, okay, I get it. They're all actors and they're making fun of their profession.
I thought
And I'm like,
I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, okay, that's all right.
one time maybe, but not like they he went on for a while
That
about that.
that's the it was the whole thing was just stupid humor.
Right.
That's why it worked for me because at least they kept it up throughout the whole thing. Where it's like, okay, you guys are not really punching above the line here. You're going, for the
Yeah.
low blows here.
Um. So then they get to so um while they're on the hunt for Kevin Bacon, they each steal one of his ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
They fuck up some cops. Uh. Um. And then they kidnap Kevin Bacon, hypnotize him with Mantis's powers, and bring him and present him to Peter Quill. And that was another part I liked is when they like released him from the hypnosis, and then he freaked the fuck out and like
Yeah,
booked it.
yeah.
I laughed at that. That was funny.
He's like, "Hey, Kevin Bacon, I'm here for you. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get him home, get the ship. Okay, you're not gonna freak out." Poof.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah. What did you think of?
Uh,
So then after that, they.
then they were gonna bring him back, and then Kevin was talking to Yandu's old partner, and then Kevin has a change of heart and decides to celebrate Christmas with them on that planet before he goes back home.
Yeah.
And then it ends with Mantis explaining why she wanted to do this huge Christmas thing is because she turned. This is another good part. So the band, Kevin Bacon freaking out, and then Mantis telling Peter that they are brother and sister. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Which I never thought about.
Yeah.
Like, I guess the Guardians of the Galaxy, but it kind of makes sense that he would keep her around.
Yeah. And I was
She,
thinking about that after the fact because I thought, why didn't he kill her then if she didn't have the light, the ability to control the light? But in that movie, didn't she make him sleep? Like he was a use to him, she.
Yeah, so she's like an empath. So she's able to control people's emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why she was kept around. But like, I think he just kept her because she had a utility for him to use.
Yeah, which that's fine. But I thought that was good. What did you think of Baby Groot? He grew up.
I thought he looked jacked.
Yeah.
He looked like he was kind of weird seeing him like that.
So
He's like really like stocky and stuff.
apparently now, because James Gunn wanted to definitively, he was tired of people saying that, is this a clone of Groot? And he's like, no, he's his own person. That's Groot's son. So he wanted to differentiate him even more. So he made him Swole Groot is the new term they're using for him.
I didn't know. I didn't know that it was his Groot's son.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's what was going on.
Because that was a whole thing. They're like, well, is that Groot? Is that him? Is it a clone? Or is it a child?
Well,
he's been on record
there's
saying it's definitely his son. It's a different person. That's, he's a different being.
Well, then there's four things I liked about the movie then.
And I heard something that made sense. So the Groot species, it was on like New Rockstars or something. They were talking about how that species of alien grows through like light, right? So of course he would be more jacked and beefed up because he's been living next to the kin of two Celestials who like harness light, Because that's what Peter Quill has, the light. So he's right next to it. So that's like juicing him up with celestial energy. And if you look at his shoulders, they kind of peak up like the Celestials do. And he's more, I don't know if that's all meant to actually be true. But
you heard that on New Rockstars?
yeah. It was on, maybe on, I'm pretty sure it was New Rockstars.
That's crazy. I haven't heard that. I haven't watched them in a minute, though.
I'll look after this and I'll send it to you. But it was an interesting thing. But,
well, because, like, I was thinking because, like, they're in nowhere, which is, like, the brain of a Celestial. So maybe that's what's causing him to be, like...
Yeah, could be. But I think primarily it was just James Gunn wanting to shut people up. Like, he's a different person. That's why he doesn't look the same. So,
Right.
yeah, I liked the movie. It was good. Definitely very one
Overall,
note throughout.
if I have to say overall, if you want to watch it, watch it. This isn't something though I'm gonna go around recommending.
Yeah, and really, they're probably going to touch on her being his sister in the next movie, anyways. You would think, or maybe it's not even a big deal. They probably wouldn't even have to reference it. Which
No,
now the
I don't
third
think so.
trailer's out for the third movie. Did you
I
see
have
that yet?
not seen those yet.
Oh boy, it's good. You should watch it after this.
I
Um,
saw the Quantum Mania trailer and I was excited for that.
yeah, it's gonna be good. We're in good times here, so let us know what you think down in the comments section below. We will do another video coming up here soon. I'm not sure what's next on the schedule, but stay tuned. Subscribe. Watch our top 10 video for the top 10 strongest MCU Young Avengers. That's out now.
Yeah,
We're doing good. We're getting some views, so this is great.
I'm
You have
excited.
anything else you want to say?
No, no. Whatever you want us to talk about, we'll ramble about for a couple of minutes. Just let us know.
Yep. Maybe we'll watch Andor. Okay. See you
Yeah.
later.